Good morning, guys. Welcome to another episode of Angry Duck Automotive. So last week's video we did the little explore around, so if you haven't watched that yet, go back and have a little look. That was pretty cool. We found some really cool stuff. So this week we're having a little bit of a move around. We got to take the Ginetta down and get rid of that at the recycling centre. So we're going to put that behind the trusty steed on the trailer and take that in a minute. So we'll get you a little bit of footage of that. And we're up at the garage at the moment. Father's have a bit of a big move around as well. So the Chevy's out of the garage at the minute, and the Studebaker engine is ready for somebody to come pick it up. Says he sold the motor out of that. So that's out on the floor. I'll flip you around. You can have a look, see what Father's been up to. So that is a Studebaker engine. That's out, ready to go to its new owner. And the Studebaker is now waiting for its front end. Father's doing a bit of sweeping up, doing a bit of housekeeping. But have a look in here. We've got plenty of room now for activities in there. So that's waiting for its Jag front end to be put in. He's done a little work on the right-hand drive conversion. So this box now was on the other side, which is the internals of the glove box. So that's all stitched in into the bulkhead now, ready to be converted. The steering column, and that's going to come up through that side now. So yeah, that's what Father's been up to. Got a helper with us today. She's doing a bit of sweeping as well, all a bit of cleaning up here. Look at the room we got without all the cars. Right, so there she is, folks, all loaded up on the back of the old trusty steed, and we are off to the recycling centre. Bye bye Ginetta. So right, we're back in the workshop. The Ginetta is now been and recycled, along with all the other scrap metal that we've collected up from projects in the past. So that's all gone now. We've had a real good clear out. And the XJS front and cross member is in the garage. So that's getting ready to go in to the Studebaker. So I'll flip you round. You can have a quick look at that. And then I don't know what we're going to do for the rest of the afternoon, but we'll do something. So there we go. That is out of an XJS. So the front axle and steering rack, obviously right-hand drive, because the truck's going to be right-hand drive when it's finished. But yeah, everything's there apart from the front hubs and the top A-arms, which are over there on the little bench. So I'm going to put some new ball joints in it, get it all serviced up, and then fit it in the front of the Studebaker. So then it'll be back to being a roller again, which will be good news. Cool, so we is going to do some maintenance. So yeah, just check the oil and water and stuff like that. We got to use it for a little parade in the next couple of weeks. So better make sure it don't break down and embarrass us, haven't we? So yeah, we'll just check the oil, check the fluids, all that kind of stuff. Make sure we're all good to go, and we'll go from there. Oh, it's on the low side. Better put some of that in. We use this old classic 2050 motor oil for classic vehicles, high mileage. It's probably mineral oil, so it's got all the dinosaurs in it that you need. Let's get a little funnel. Little funnel. Because it's really awkward with that stupid scoop on it to pour oil in it without getting it everywhere. Drink up, little buddy.
I think so. I've got another sheet there to put over the bonnet when we shut the bonnet down. Yeah.
Let that go down, give it a little check up. So we'll, that's probably gone down a bit now. We'll have a little look, see what we've got. Oh, a little tiny bit more, not a lot. A little bit, but not a lot. Which is just as well, because that looks like the last of it, so I'll have to get another one of them in stockage. Ah, bang on the money. Splendid, super. Just checking the coolant. That's coolant. Bloody lovely. We're going to check the brake fluid and clutch fluid, and then this bit's done. Did notice my air shocks are gone down, so they set it out for 3 weeks. I want to use the car. It's on its ass. Figuring that out. I checked it for leaks, couldn't find any, so we're going to have to re-investigate that in the future. So that's all good. Yeah, that's top right up to the top. Bloody lovely. I did have to put a new cylinder on this a while ago because it dumped brake fluid all over my feet. So yeah, that was exciting. Cool. Okay, I think that is it. That is it for this. Cool, so I was driving it earlier on and I noticed that the throttle's not returning properly. Obviously with the hole in the bonnet, the throttle linkage is right underneath that. So WD-40 to the rescue once again. We do use a lot of this stuff. And let's see if we can give that a little looby-dooby around there, around there. And we'll looby-dooby the cable as well. And we'll give it all a good old lubrication. I wonder what Derek Berry's up to today. Bet he's doing something interesting. Let's all looby-dooby up all the cables. Let's check the belt. Belt's okay. Cool, I think she should be good to go. Fingers crossed, but with classic cars, you just never know, do you? Fingers crossed we make it through. Be ideal. So now the Jeanetta's gone, we've got a space where the drift car used to live. So if I bring the drift car back to its home, this can go out to where the drift car is at the unit. You guys haven't been out there yet. But yeah, we can start doing bodywork. Do you want to see something cool? 2 seconds. So who wants to see what colour it's going to be? Yeah, should we look? Cool. This is a pot of rough metal flake, and it's called Little Daddy Rough Flake. It's imported from the States. This is Agent Orange, so it's got a coppery metal flake. And you can see it very well with the camera, which is the same colour as the inside of the engine bay, coincidentally. But the only thing with this flake is it's like holographic. So you probably can't see it because it needs to be in the sun. But it's got like reds and greens and purples and all sorts of colours in it. So that, when it's all one colour on there, should look splendid, I believe. We've got one more job to do, and it's not a necessity, but it's more of an annoyance. So do you remember we did the tracking a few videos ago, and didn't quite get the steering wheel in the centre. So I'm going to do that, but that's a bit of a mission because you've got to undo all the bolts and screws and then clock it back a couple of splines. So that's going to be an interesting little 10 minutes. So we'll set you up and we can watch me do that. As you can see, the steering wheel is cocked over to the side. So I've driven it backwards and forwards a few times just to get it straight, and now we've got to square it up. But it's you know, it's not necessarily an emergency, but it is bloody annoying. What's going on? Golly, someone done them up tight. And I've got the wrong size spanner, so that's a help, isn't it? 2 minutes, I'll be right back. Hopefully we got some the right size this time. Oh, nope. Is it you? It's not you. It must be you then. Ah, yes. That's more like it, isn't it? So yeah, we got to undo this ring of bolts all the way around the outside, take the cover off, and I'm hoping that I can clock it back on the holes. If not, I've got to take the boss off and do it properly, which is a bit of a rigmarole, but you know. Oh, that was lucky. Nearly lost that one, didn't we? Oh, and a washer, and a washer. Obviously this is like teething troubles from when it was, since it's been rebuilt from when it was stolen, or not even stolen. But it's getting there, to be fair. I mean, you know, we're back to the stage where in fact it's better than it was when it was attempted to be stolen, to be fair. We've rebuilt a lot of stuff and made it better and improved on it. So yeah, we're kind of back to the stage now where she wants the body work doing, and then we can move on to something else. Maybe. So yeah, prepare yourselves for loads of boring bodywork videos. Do the body work out there. Got a welder out there, so I can do the welding, and then bring it back over here. And by that time, I'm hoping that the Studebaker will be rolling, if not running and driving, and then we can swap places. I can paint it in there. We haven't got a booth or anything like that, so it's literally old school, and try and turn out the best that we can. So yeah, there'll be loads of bodywork specialists on here that when I do that will be like, you need to do this, you need to do that. But you know, we just do what we can with what we got. That's kind of like our motto, really. So we don't very often go and buy new parts at all. You know, most of the time it's donor cars, or we make something else from another car do the job. Like this, I mean, obviously you know from the videos that this is all mostly Cortina suspension underneath it. These are taking a minute, aren't they? So, everybody had a good week? Have you all been cool? Hopefully. And just while I'm doing this, I want to say thank you to all you lovely subscribers. Man, you have blown me away, honestly. You know, I didn't think that we were going to get anybody watching at all. And the fact that I've got, you know, over 100 subscribers, and I think the last count was like 120 something. Low 120s. But yeah, that's absolutely amazing. I couldn't believe that there's so many people would be interested in this. But yeah, here we are. So yeah, many thanks to you guys for that. That is absolutely awesome. You know, I don't want to bang on about it, but like, it is the kind of the YouTube thing you have to do is, you know, like and subscribe, comment. Any interaction with the channel is great. You know, for algorithms and things that I don't understand. So yeah, if you haven't already, just pop the subscribe button, and if you click the bell as well, I think it will notify you when new content comes up, new videos. I say I usually post my videos at on Tuesday. They premiere Tuesday nights, 8 o'clock, and we have a bit of live chat in there, and you know, a bit of a giggle and stuff. And then 9 out of 10 times I'll do a live just after the video's premiered, for a live stream, for a chat, maybe, you know, maybe an hour, maybe 30 minutes, depending on how many people come in and, you know, how it goes basically. But yeah, it's a good little journey I'm finding myself on, and I'm really blown away by the support from you guys. So thumbs up for that. You're all bloody legends. Oh, there was always one bolt in there. There's always one bolt that wants to be that guy. There we go, come on. Bloody lovely. Try not to drop the last bolt on the floor or the washer. We might get away with that, you know. That's what I say, it's a 2-minute job, but when you're driving down the road you think, oh, I haven't done that yet. Going on. There we go. Another little job done, ticked off the list. So probably going to just give it a little bit of a clean out, because there's some rubbish and cobwebs in here that aren't supposed to be in here. And then I think we're about done. Oh, I'm going to blow up the rear air suspension as well, just while I think about it. Last little job, blow up the air shocks, and then we should be good to go. I'm not going to wash it until it's like the day before, because the weather's so bad down here that it'll just be the same again next week. A 65 piece size, that would be grand. So there we go, guys. That's our little day's maintenance completed. You know, oil, water, and all that kind of stuff. A little bit of checks. Yeah, so she should be good to go, barring a wash and a clean up, and ready for next week's procession that's going in. So yeah, that will about do it for that tinkering bit of the video. We're just going to poke our heads in the garage, see what Faber's up to, because I think Dave's in there.
Yeah, she lost her husband early last year.
Who's out there? Look, that's Dave and Faber. They're working on the bench.
You got me on fucking video. Of course. He got me that up.
You're famous, Dave.
Yeah.
What are we playing with?
Getting rid of all the old broken bits off his Jag front suspension. Getting it ready to go back into under the Studebaker.
Bloody lovely. Rusted bolts is just what we want.
Yeah.
So as you can see, everything's back in where it lives, and it doesn't give us any bloody room. Don't know if you've seen under the bonnet of the Chevy. We'll take a little nose at that while it's up. It's got the old 6 in a row. What is it, Dad? 250 in it?
Oh, the Chevy?
Yeah.
250. 250 cubic inches.
Yeah, just waiting for the rear fender to come back from the body shop. Hopefully that'll be back this week. You can see it's ready to be, as soon as it comes back, bolt it on, and then this one will be back on the road. The original Zephyr, she is ready for doing our next little bit of road trip, so that'll be the last time out then, before she goes in and has the body work done. As you can see, she is getting quite bad now. Wheel arch is getting some rust and fillers cracking in it. I've got some bubbling on the wings here. You can see them very well, but that's all going to be holes, isn't it? The worst bit though is this here. I'm going to take the screen out to repair that, and I'm hoping it hasn't rotted all the way through. But yeah, there we go. The other Zephyr is still in one piece at the minute. Quite know what we're going to do with that, but we did notice that we had a massive, great big chunk of filler fall out of it earlier on when Dad towed it out of the driveway backwards. So I think he may be coming around to the idea that this is it's ruined. That was about 1 inch thick, full of filler that came out of there. So you know it's going to be bad, isn't it? It's really bad. So yeah, it's just got such cool lines, though, haven't they? Look at that. Look. Even when they're rough, they look cool. But yep, there we go. That's rough. Guys, so we'll call it an end to the video there. We're just literally tinkering around, but you know, some weekends we have to do these little mundane, boring jobs just to keep stuff on the road. So yeah, Father's well underway to getting the Jag axle mocked up in the front of the Studebaker, and then start to get that fitted. And then we can think about engine and box. The Zephyr is ready to go on the little parade that we're going to have. It's actually a funeral parade, so sadly, but they've asked some hot rods to be there, so I'll be there with the Zephyr, and Father will be there with the Angry Anglia to follow the hearse to the cemetery. So yeah, that's not going to be a great day for us, unfortunately, but you know, things happen. And I'd like to thank all my subscribers. We're up to like over 100 now, so you guys have blown me away, honestly. It's a right trip that you're all still watching and with me. So I thank you for the support. If you want to support the channel in any way, then there's a Buy Me a Coffee link, which is always in the description, and it's up on the channel. So whether it's big or small, you know, everything's appreciated. But I really appreciate you guys just watching. So I mean, you know, from a point of view of that respect, you know, I'm just glad to put stuff out for you guys to watch. So it doesn't really matter to me. The only thing that matters is obviously keeping content going and buying car parts. So you know, this stuff's not cheap, so it may be a bit iffy content sometimes, maintenance stuff, you know, when I haven't bought any parts or, you know, got anything to make. So yeah, you know, we'll have to just go on like that from there. But like I said, thank you very much for watching. Remember guys, be good, and if you can't be good, be careful. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.